is Dejani Turpo, and today I will talk to you about test scores, what they are, why they're important, and the ways to improve them. Test scores are grades accumulated by students. They can come from many different kinds of tests like STAAR, TAKS, midterms, final exams, any kind of test that the teacher gives that student. Test scores also are just numbers, but they also have a big meaning to them, which is why they have to be good enough to move on to the next level of education. Which brings me to my next point, why test scores are important. Test scores are important because it not only shows the student where that particular student needs to improve on, or where they need to learn more about the topic or subject, but it also shows the teacher what the teacher needs to do to help that student do better on the next test or the retake of that same test they didn't do so well on. The teachers also learn from their own mistakes themselves. Not that teachers make mistakes, but that they may need to change their method of teaching or give the student more notes or help that student understand that subject or particular topic even more. Also, the more knowledge the student knows, the better that student will do on a test. Like, for example, on a history test, there's a specific question that a student doesn't understand, but because the student only had little information, the student couldn't do so good on that particular question and got that question wrong. So the teacher has to go back, ask the student what they did not understand about the question, and give them more notes, give them more knowledge of that particular thing, that particular subject topic, and help them do better on the next test or a retake. I will lastly talk to you about ways to improve a test. You can improve your test scores in many ways by studying particularly. First, you have to make notes of your notes, study cards, practice tests like specifically for math, have the answers at the back of the book, but first work out the problem, try your best on that particular question, and if you can't get it right, ask your teacher or a tutor or anyone special that knows anything about math. Like for reading, a good study strategy is making note cards and rereading the notes, also making charts. Charts can help you with any kind of subject you need help with. Not all, but most, especially reading. It'll help you a whole lot on there. I would like to conclude this discussion by saying that test scores, they're not always good. They won't always be at the top of its game for the student. But with practice, with studying, you can do pretty much better on your test with studying. Not that it works for every student, but with practice, it can work for every student. And I would like to conclude this discussion by telling you my sources, which is witbyschool.org, nep.edu, and gocongr.com. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a nice day.